MRH Gifty Services. Totally Tubular is the Mike Henry Show. Lecture Hall, 400 pounds. Move 10 to 12 to 13 different ways in one rep. 4,400 pounds to 4,000 pounds moved in one rep. True freshman, undefeated, out of ills, abbreviation. We're gonna get live in the set in this real deal, real quick. Lecture Hall, live on stage. True freshman undefeated, out of ills. Aranya, the ability to see and understand all forms of illness. MRH stays true freshman undefeated out of all ills. Allegiance, someone who can understand all languages, and the dialect and respects of languages, and the gift of seeing through black and black, and of course also being undefeated as described and explained, addressing another language, whether Spanish, French, Portuguese. Addressing these languages undefeated does have its respecter of persons as a language, country, and nation. The astral projection. The ability to project the astral body to go anywhere. Breathe underwater. The ability to breathe in water. Clairvoyance. Ability to see the unknown. Control metal. Someone who can manipulate metals. Empath. Someone who feels the emotion of others. Energy vamps. A person who can use other people's powers as their own when they're in contact with that person. Enhanced hearing. Ability to hear sounds from longer distances. Enhanced memory. The ability to recall any memory. Enhanced vision. The ability to see things from long distances. Fire. The ability to shoot flames out of your hands. Ice. The ability to control water in all of its states. An illusionist, someone who can change the structure of molecules to make a location or person appear different. Indestructibility. The user's body is impervious to damage. Levitation. The ability to that is rising above ground. Mind control. The power to influence and control other people's minds. Precognition. The ability to see the future. Read memories. The ability to see the past. Regeneration. The ability to heal pre-instantly. remote viewing, the power to attract people or objects from afar, retrocognition, ability to see things that happened in the past, seeing spirits, the ability to see the spiritual realm, see through walls, the power to see through objects is to see through walls. Shapeshifter, the ability to change shape into anything else. Speed, the power to move really fast. Stop time, ability to stop all time. Strength, enhanced strength. Telekinesis, the ability to move things with one's mind. Telepathy, the power to read people's mind. Teleportation, the ability to teleport to another place instantly. Time travel, the power to travel to the future and the past. Walk through walls, the ability to pass through solid objects. Weather control, the power to control the weather. Now we have just referenced roughly 30 to 35 important divine elements, gifts, honors that are indestructible. As you see me doing this power lift here at 400 pounds, moving it various 10 to 13 ways in one rep. 400 times 10 is, of course, 4,000. And at 4,000 pounds being moved at one rep, all these gifts are at work. This is only 35 of them. Here we're going to show you a scorecard written June 13th, 2019, day of the NBA championship game. Starts out Michael R. Henry, date, eternally, address 1600B, Southwest Dash Point Road, Federal Wall, 98023, mailbox number 23. Written, author known to range from Michael R. Henry, tax ID number 602028669, UBI number 600683137. Executive fashion. Emirates presents diagonal oxide binary, initial alpha DOB, defensive back DOB, in attachment, of course, the defensive back plaque as a defensive player of the year. Class of 1996, expelled McKinley Rainer Highlands, alpha initially MRH, omega initially years, YRS, of McKinley Rainer Highlands. In the making of oxide, oxygens, fresh, undefeated, all gold, oxide, oxygens. Oxide, of course, is the molecule atoms of oxygens made up. Year 2000 college report, binary diagonal report, left and right would equal the left and right of a diagonal. Then we show this in two parts. So we have left and right of a diagonal in a A-shaped form, and then we have the left and right of a diagonal in an A-shaped form on top of an A-shaped form, which actually forms an X. So this is fresh oxide, fresh straight A's, and fresher straight A's. So we're going to explain the fulfillment of expelled is X, as in the letter X, and spelled McKinley Rainer Highlands alpha initially, MRH, and omega initially years, binary dialect of 96 in year 2000, in a 4-year college term. In very best regards, Michael R. Henry. So we sent this out early on June 13th, 19, and as we sent it out, around 10 o'clock, and, game didn't come on until 8. After the game, everybody knows how the game ends. So, we're showing you an area of these gifts that we didn't gamble, we didn't bet on the game, we just sent it out. So, at the end of the game, you'll notice that the team ran out of timeouts. So an expression of times would be the actual X insignia for times out. So, they ran out of times out. Took them to a technical foul. The player was wearing jersey number 2. So we addressed the binary. Binary is any parts of 2. So in the binary any parts of 2, we defy calling the game in X form, as you can see that we have written on the actual scorecard. Of course, the score ends up being 114-110. Now this is written, of course, earlier that morning, 6-7 a.m. And with X and the diagonal oxide binary, what we're doing is showing an oxide molecule of oxygen in atoms being created fresher, undefeated with the expelling of McKinley-Rayner-Highlands, which is just proof of having fresher oxygens even down to its molecule atom state. Which, the fresher the oxygen, the smarter you get. The more applicable, correct answers are applied. And even in today's fashion and style, as in jogging, and of course, the commentary, how it must come across. So, the winning team wins by 4. But we have it, of course, in diagonal as X, if you see the scorecard. So we know 4 corners of X, of course, or 4 corners of diagonal is 4. So we called the game all the way down to the last timeout. Then the technical foul and the free throw shooters numbered by binary. And then we also have it in our own private writing as the 2 times I have spelled diagonal, I have spelled it for a cognitive expression, and how you would say dag, but we say it as dag. And then we left out the actual O to continue on after dag in NAL. So we use that expression and that connotation in the writing to show that we're fully affluent. That's what I mean before I actually wrote the scorecard. Dag in the context of somebody's got to win. Dag. It just so happens it sounds out as D-A-G and D-A-G-G in the expression of saying like damn or something to that effect. Then go on to say, oh no, we called the game. And the prolifics of O apostrophe or comma, then NAL. Oh no, we didn't call it the game. So as we didn't call the game and we have the actual scorecard, sent it out, have it in our own expression through spelling, so we have proof. This is what I mean. But we have diagonal written twice without an O, like D-I-A-G-O-N-A-L, in that context of binary. So we confirmed through our writing earlier that day, sent it out. Of course, how we do, we just hollering at friends and stuff, macking to honey, saying what's up. And we didn't call it the game. So we've called in the X form, no times, as in no times out left. Then the technical foul, free throw shooter has to shoot 2, he's wearing number 2. We defined the binary. Then we show calling the actual game by oxide, which oxide is a molecule. In this context, oxide is a molecule of atoms having fresher oxygens, which shows the ability of being smarter, which in turn would allow the scorecard to be efficient, realistic, and honored to the point of having the exact notation of calling the championship game, or being smarter than the championship game, or being ahead of the game. So as we go on to say, it's the fulfillment of expelled is X, as in the letter spelled. McKinley, Ringer, Helens, Alpha initially, MRH, and Omega initially in years. Binary dialect of 1996, my graduating year, and year 2000 in a 4-year college term. So we addressed this in style, in fashion, in the college terms, with the professional rank, and having it down to the game-winning points in exact to what is a diagonal oxide binary, in style and fashion of somebody's got to win. Dag. Oh, no. I got the game-winning scorecard. So we have those expressions written out, of course, in exact. So there is proof of exactly what we're talking about, and all the gifts described, the 30 to 35 that we started out with originally, getting into the true freshman undefeated, and of course continuing on into having the scorecard of the NBA Finals. So we'd like to thank you for viewing this today, given the time, the energy, through the process of this. Live and direct. On stage. What's up, man? All the pretty girls out there. I just holler, just want to say what's up. You know what I'm saying? Come through so we can do a little something. Then get into this next level, as we always do. So, Totally Tubular. It's the Mike Henry Show. Lecture Hall. Go. Usage.
And so once again, we are live in the set. Lecture Hall. Totally Tubular. It's the Mike Henry Show. Getting her done. Look, we got the scorecard from the finals. We sent it out. We're going to upload some pictures that we took yesterday. Then our upload actual info of what time and date that we uploaded those pictures of the scorecard, which is early in the morning, around 8 or 9 o'clock. We're going to upload that info, and we're going to keep it rolling. Now, this is, of course, a non-gamble, non-bet situation. It's where it's just common sense. You just know we had the scorecard completely held it down. Heavy bag left. Sway with it. Bag with it. Sway with it. Bag with it. So, scorecard's going to be uploaded. The info to document what time the scorecard was uploaded is going to be with it. And, just common sense. We're just going to do some international banking. Yo, what's up, back? You know what I'm saying? Yo, what's good? You know what I'm saying? Can we just go ahead and handle ours real quick? You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to get down like that. You know. Lecture Hall. It's the Mike Henry Show. Top. Go.